Hello again. Yesterday I tried to make a movie and it didn't record, so we're hoping that today will be better. And you can see all this stuff. My time has disappeared. Let's clear that. What a waste of time. Okay, we're gonna go for 19 minutes because the camera shuts off at, now we'll go for 20. At like 20. Anyway, so I have pre-primed a black 16 by 20 canvas. I'm showing you my reservoir containers because that's my intention, to put a little blaster in the bottom, and I'm not sure which one I want to use yet because my intention is to use one of my spoons as long as things don't all blow away on me. Wow, okay, we got a lot of wind, never mind, we can do this. Anyway, so moving on, I need to decide which container, and I am going to do, if the wind isn't too bad, hopefully I don't get any of this on my canvas, I'd prefer not to, but you got a camera strap. That's the wind. Okay, never mind, put that back. Spritz, that's it. Oh, the rest of it blew away, cool. 2 spritzes in this case, and minor canvas infractions. This is an edge catcher in case I need to catch an edge. You'll figure that out soon. And I have plenty of paint in different containers. I was thinking I don't really need to add silicone, to tell you the truth, because I'm going to use a spatula or a straw or a palette knife, and then I'm going to just sort of swipe over things. And that usually creates cells. That's my point. But what I am going to do is wish that I had cleared that tip. I made some new paint. I'd like to have the colors be bright enough so they don't dry too dark. And like I said, I'm going to do a ribbon pour. It doesn't matter how ugly this starts out looking. We'll fix it, don't worry. Maybe just a little black. That'll get covered too. And my favorite turquoise. It does get cooler as you look at it, as you add to it. And we will be actually just using that spoon and scooping right out of there. Let's give that a little shake. Funky colors. What's that in there that doesn't belong? Okay, gone now. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I should stir that. Maybe I'm not going to worry about it because I'm spooning. That's a great red, by the way. That's very magenta. Making some interesting patterns. I think I need a squeeze of Floetrol right in that cup to let it begin to become liquidous again. I don't know what else I need here, but I'm really liking that. That's fun. I want more of my favorite color, as I always do. I'm not sure I like that as much as I did a minute ago, but we're going to add some blue. It's basically just another rainbow thing. And every time I squeeze with any force at all into the bottom of this container, like that, that is including the silicone up through the layers. And when I float something on the top, sort of like what I just did with the gold, that means I can access it pretty easily. This is a color shift I just made. That's an interesting color blue, which reminds me, I haven't used any of my new metallic turquoise. I thought I was going to like that pink as a contrasting color more than I do. And occurs to me I have no orange in there. And orange makes everything pop. And all that really does is make me want some more black. And I'm going to obviously have to do something else with the leftover paint, because there's definitely going to be leftover paint. Now, I have to decide if I'm going to swipe, or use my palette knife, or, more than likely, one of my 3 spatulas, all of which I bought at Hobby Lobby and thought were expensive at the time and have not only no regrets, but only gratitude. We got like 14 minutes left, so I'm just going to do this. Wait a minute. Wait. I want some white in there. I need some white. And there's the white pearl. And while we're over there, let's put my other favorite pink color in that is, oh, clogged again and not coming off very easily. I can't get enough of this color. And I like it when the tips aren't clogged because that means I can float it on the surface more easily. Alright, I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't. So, chances are good I'm going to tip. And I'm going to put that reservoir away and use my spatula. You watch, we won't have any black left. I pre-primed this canvas, but it doesn't mean that it's going to stay. I think I'm going to do an edge catcher just to show you who have not seen so far. I don't know how things will turn out because a lot of those colors are sort of opaque, translucent, like that yellow. And I've never really tried it on a pre-primed black background. So I don't know, squeeze it back over, what it's going to be like. Now I'm out in the heat, which means to me that if I were willing to leave or had the time to let it stand a little bit, it would start to set up and then I could add more. I've never actually gone through all of those motions. Yep, I'm nervous. I'm shaking. Let's get some of that down there. It's not overly attractive yet, but it's still kind of fun. I don't have to share. That's my consolation. If I don't like it, I don't have to share it. I do like that. So I'm going to go see if I can keep some of that. I think we're going to catch whatever comes off that top corner so as to not waste it. And we are still creating some neat patterns. And I'm not minding that coming off of there. Let's wipe some of that off. I think that's kind of cool. My inclination is to, you know what? I'm going to go over here because I can. I'm going to take something right out of the dish that I see that I like. And I'm just going to keep adding the color without messing with it or making brown too much, you know. Nobody likes brown, I guess. I like brown, just under the right circumstances, that's all. So, I don't mind that, but it's time to add some more, so let's do that. I like that orange, and I like that turquoise, and I like that white. And if I put all of that right there, move this dish away again. Also, I like this. I like taking the paint out of my spoon. What can I say? It just makes me feel thrifty. Obviously, I'm not overly thrifty or I wouldn't have all this paint. That's kind of cool. I'm liking that. Let's put this here because no matter what else, we don't need to rinse it off. We can just use it to move other paint. Paint moves paint. I like that. I could be doing some of this with a straw. I could move some of this back in place. Where is my nice round tip spatula? I just put it down, didn't I? Of course I did. Okay, I want that to go in there. And I can come back in and put some gold edges in or whatever I want. And if I do it quickly enough, I can do tendrils down in. I am liking that up there. Not knowing how that color is going to turn out when it dries. This is just, oh boy, another experiment. Go figure. Following my inclination for shapes, grabbing some interesting colors, putting them where I want them to go. I mean, there's still a certain accidental art to it for sure, because I didn't control anything going in that reservoir. I want a torch. I actually want to move that. I'm not going to worry about any weird splooges. I do want to try and blow. Because I can. It's looking kind of cool, actually. I like that. Don't worry about knocking anything off. I want my other spatula back. Oh, I found it! Cool! Yay! There's a very good use for any of these specifically shaped tips. As in, the round one does what the round one does. The flat one does what you want it to do for the flat one. I'm becoming inarticulate because I'm trying to think and work. I think a little torch. Just to see what other cool patterns we can get. And while everything's still sort of wet, we can go back over a few things. I am inclined, I don't know if it's for your sake or mine, and I like that edge over there. I'm going to keep my spatulas wet. I could use a smaller spoon. I think that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to go right in here, and I'm going to grab that. I'm going to use the flat front on that spoon. If you can find one, grab it. To lead the paint along, just like some sort of writing implement, or calligraphy implement. If I leave that a little down over the side, then I can use my finger to tap it into place. We have 8 minutes. I better hurry. I'm liking all of that. That's fun. That is so much fun. I am so happy with this. I don't know what it's going to look like in the end, but right now it's fun. I think that over there works so well. What are we going to pick? We're going to pick some more of that. I think we're going to move it all down. If I don't mix it, I can still have it. I like that right there. And do I like it? I actually get to pick it. It'd be funny if I had some black light paint activator, you know. I think, where's my edge catcher? Let's edge catch a little back that way, since it's running so nicely. And we do like to cover the edge. Yep, that worked really nicely, see? Then we're gonna go right over here. I'm kind of depending on things not all running together. But it's a balancing act, you know, you still catch as catch can. What am I going to say? I think if I take this, well, I want to move some more of that paint down into grabbability factor. There's not a word. I am continuing to use my spatula and push that paint down, and I'm going to tip that up on something so that it stays at that angle for a while. And I am going to use some of the paint that you can't see in that reservoir, and I'm going to continue to tip. That is so cool. I'm liking that a lot. I suppose somebody could become an expert at this so that things would, oh, I got paint on the other side too. How cool is that? All right, now my edge catcher is going to be very pretty, obviously, at some point in time. And I'm going to continue to let that go back. And because I can, I'm going to take that pattern right off that edge catcher and use it right in the painting. Creating new shapes. You gotta be careful not to dribble on your work, like I just did. But I have enough paint. Things seem to be working okay. I think I'm going down here. I think I'm going to grab some of that paint in there that you can't see and bring it around. Let it go down over. Pull it back up in. if I lose you, we got 4 minutes, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. I want a little more something over there. Something, something. And I'm liking that pink. I don't know if you can see that far. I think I made sure you could. Maybe a little bit of that weird yellow. Definitely some of that turquoise. Let's just dump that right off. I'm running out of handles. Let's tap that over there. Let that all run back. I think that looks like it's going in together. Oh well, still kind of cool. Let's grab that right off there again. Bring it down. Kind of an organic thing going on, a little bit anyway. And whether I leave that blank or not, it's got splooges on it, so I think it kind of needs something. I kind of like it without something though. I think maybe just, this is another torch moment. Now, because I put the silicone in the bottom, even though I said I was going to use my spatula to manipulate things, or my palette knife, I'm not really feeling the need to do that. And it is not exactly a ribbon pour, it's a scooped, I don't know, it's a scoop pour, whatever. And I am going to, yet again, now the other thing that I can do with this pan right here is add some more color, and that doesn't hurt my feelings. And I want a little bit of that right there, leading up into there. Yeah, and I can do that again if I want to. Actually create a composition as if I had a choice. I think that's going to go down over the edge very nicely in a moment. I think I want a little something something over here of that nice turquoise color. And as experiments go, I'm going to call that one fairly successful. And I don't have nearly as much paint left in that reservoir as I thought I was going to. I'm going to use my thumb to let the paint that's falling down over the edge get tapped into place. So everything's copacetic. Love that word. Copacetic. I think I'm not going to worry about my splooges. I might put a gold dot or two in there. I might see what happens if I try and clean it up. Yeah, I think actually I have an idea. I do think occasionally. Why don't we just randomly add there's some interesting stuff going on there. Some odd shapes. And there's plenty of paint on that spoon to lead things around. Yeah, I kind of like that. That's very different. Let's do it again. Let's just use the front of the spoon to dip in, and then let the pattern I see in the spoon that I like become part of the picture. Oh, I'm loving that. I am actually really pleased. Thank you for stopping. The camera's going to go click in a second, and we're going to be all done with this video. And I'm very happy. Say goodbye from scooped, ribbon poured, slightly silicone central from a reservoir dish. And I might do a few things to join some things together, but other than that, and other than probably torching one more time to make sure we have no bubbles, I'm good. I'm really good. I'm very happy. I did a good job. All right, you guys. Nice to see you again. See you again sometime soon. Bye for now.